Hey everyone, we're back. I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Kat.
And today we have for you some very early Barbie and Barbie friends and others, all early Mattels. This group that we're going to show you in this video are all from the 1960s until 1970. And we have some more videos that will be coming up for more 1970s Barbies, and then we're going to have one for European and Canadian releases. Yes, thank you, Kat. Finish my sentences for me. It's always a good thing. So the first one we want to show you, and a lot of these are very rare and in mint or almost mint condition. And the first one we want to show you is the Twist and Turn Twiggy. Now, this was the only doll that Mattel did during this time that was based on a real person, and she was based on the British model, Twiggy. So she is, of course, the same size as Barbie, and she has the same head mold as, I believe...
I think either Casey or Francie.
Casey.
Yeah.
I think it was Casey. And her size is actually not, it's not the Barbie size, she's the size of the Francie doll in terms of if you wanted to...
Yeah, the Francie and Casey dolls, and they were just a teeny bit smaller.
Yeah. So anyway, Twiggy is from 1967 to 68, only 2 years that it was released. She does have the very heavy makeup, and that's the difference between Twiggy and the Casey doll, was that her makeup was very heavy. She does have the twist and turn waist, and she is original and complete. The box has been shrink wrapped, and that was done, of course, later because the boxes weren't originally shrink wrapped, but she is complete in the box. The box is in great condition. Anything else?
There's a posing stand included. She has the little booklet inside, and she's got the little tag on her wrist.
Yeah, she's pretty much as she was released. Now these dolls will be on eBay, but they will be on an auction format, not a buy it now. So when they are listed, they will be available for 7 days in an auction format, so you can bid on them. That seems to be the best way that we figured out to do these. So this is Twiggy.
Okay.
And next up are two of the Julia dolls. Now Julia is based on the Diane Carroll character from the TV show Julia. And the TV show ran from September 1968 to March 1971. Julia, of course, was a nurse, and the doll was released first in 1969. That's the two-piece outfit.
Okay, this one here.
So that's the first version. Of course, they're both twist and turn. They have that twist and turn waist. In the 1969 version, her outfit is a two-piece, and in the second version, her outfit is a one-piece with a belt. So that is the difference between the two. The boxes are the same. Now, for the ones that we have here, the first version we have, the doll is complete, as new in box, and the box is shrink wrapped. So she has her outfit, her wrist tag, shoes, stand, booklet, and she does have her cap. The caps are hard to see, but they are in the boxes. They're kind of sitting back on her head a little bit. In the second one, the box is also shrink wrapped, but the shrink wrap had gotten torn, and she does appear to be missing a shoe. Other than that, she is complete. She does still have, all of the outfit parts. Her cap is way back on her head. And I believe that in this second one, her hair may be turning slightly. With some of the African American dolls that Mattel did, these early ones, the black hair, when it was exposed to the elements, as it were, would turn red. Now the first Julia, her hair seems to be pretty black. This one has a slight tinge of red to it, but they haven't gone that completely redhead. So again, these are the 1969 to 72 Diane Carroll Julia dolls. Okay, so next up, Kathy, is...
We have Christie, twist and turn, bendable legs, real eyelash, genuine Christie.
Okay, so Christie is from 1970 to 1972. She does have the twist and turn waist. She is the same size as Barbie, so she can share clothing with Barbie. Now, I don't expect people are going to take these out of their boxes, but if you're looking for one and you don't want one that is complete like these, if you'd like one for your collection to maybe play with, there are lots of them listed on eBay by other sellers. And I don't know, we may even come across some that are out of the box. But Christie is the same size as Barbie. She is complete in her box with her original swimsuit. She has all of the bits and bobs. She does have the box has been shrink wrapped. And her hair, again, is slightly turning a little reddish. It's still quite dark, but you can definitely see the red in her hair.
Yeah. Okay.
Next up, we have twist and turn Casey. Sorry, my note cards are getting hard to do. Okay, so this is from 1967 to 1970. She is the same mold as the Twiggy doll, but she does not have the heavy makeup that Twiggy had. And like Twiggy, she's the same size as Francie. She is complete. She does have her stand and her wristband. She's wearing a silver and gold swimsuit, and this box again has been shrink wrapped. What?
There's some tearing on the back of it.
Apparently there is some tearing on the shrink wrap on the back of this box in the very corner. And we will go into real detail and have, you know, anything that we notice, we will point out in the eBay listings.
Yeah, there'll be close-up pictures and, you know, just as much that we can show without opening the boxes and, you
know that the pictures are going to be a little, well, I'm shooting the pictures through plastic, so that will affect the photographs, but we'll do the best that we can. But like I said, these, you know, if you go to one of the collector shows, a lot of these early Barbie and Mattel characters will be shrink wrapped if they are in mint condition or almost mint condition, because that is the way to keep them in that condition. You don't lose any of the pieces. They're not exposed to any kind of dust or other things. I would still, though, recommend keeping them out of direct sunlight like anything else. These dolls do not, most of them do not show any wear. The clothing is not faded, and these outfits would fade if you had them where they were getting direct sunlight. So just like any other good quality fabric items, you want to keep them out of direct sunlight.
And these are probably as near mint as you're going to find this late past the time they were released. I mean,
well, 1960, can I do math in my head? 1967 was
57 years ago.
57 years ago.
Because I'm going to be 58.
57 years old.
So yeah, that is
not an antique, but truly vintage.
Yeah, and they are in excellent condition.
Now our next one is Barbie's British friend, and this is Stacy. This is one that we do have that is not in mint condition, and the box does not have the shrink wrap on her. Whoop, Kathy done. Okay, so we can take her out. So you can see that her box is in pretty good condition. Okay, but it does have some wear on it. She does have her wrist tag has come off. Her little booklet.
There's some other stuff behind the.
Yeah, there's probably another booklet back there. Actually.
Yeah, I think that's the.
But let me see if I can demonstrate the twist and turn waist. So you see how she can do the 1960s dances.
Do
That was
not
kind of the
think
first
she has the
possibility.
posing stand.
Yeah,
That's
she
the only
just-
thing that we're missing. Yeah, this has the clothing. It has a fan club pamphlet,
And a clothing.
and then the clothing World of Barbie that would be, you know, in the boxes, so you could pick out what outfits you needed for your doll.
Yeah. So her hair is slightly messed. You can see it's, you know, it would need some, she needs a hairdresser, and she does have a spot on her arm.
And it looks like there's some spots on her
Yeah,
outfit.
there's some other, I mean, she's definitely not in mint condition, but she is early. She was released from 1968 to 1971.
Put all her pieces back in her box.
Okay. Our next Barbies are Talking Barbies. The Talking Barbie and Talking Ken were released well, Talking Barbie came out in 1968 and Talking Ken came out in 1970. But these are both the 1970 versions. Her outfit was the one that was released in 1970. Talking Barbie was released in English, but also released that they would speak Spanish. And these are the Spanish versions. They have their, you know, everything on the box is in Spanish rather than English. Trying to think what else. They have their original acetate, so these boxes haven't been shrink wrapped. These are as they would have been on the shelf in the way you would buy them. The boxes are in pretty good condition. There is some, you know, yellowing to the acetate, and that happens with all acetate being plastic. Now, they are mint in box, but neither one of them has a working mechanism. I do not know if they still talk or not, but the little pull, they were designed so that in the store you could pull them and you could, you know, test and see what they said. Neither one of them, the pull string works anymore. They are stuck. But for pieces that you would just want to have in your collection and fill that space in, this is Barbie and Ken, both from 1970, and they are the Spanish-speaking versions rather than the English versions.
Dressed for the beach.
Barbie is always dressed for the beach, especially in the beginning.
Not quite matching, but close. Barbie's a little more, her orange is a little more fluorescent than Ken was here. But yeah, they're a nice set.
And then the last thing we have for this video for you is the 1962 Barbie and Ken stand-up doll paper doll sets. These were produced by Whitman. Yeah, it says Whitman down in the corner. And they're in like these little suitcase boxes so that you could carry your dolls with you. Each one has, let's see if we can open them for you. So here's your stand-up doll. That's Barbie and Ken. And this is Barbie and Ken.
And here's the stands. We can show you how the stands will work.
Well, the stands, there's no stands in that box. There's stands in this box. But yes, these are the traditional Whitman stands, and you can probably find replacements for these. They came with every Whitman paper doll through the 1970s. So there are quite a number of outfits for both Barbie and Mr. Ken. I do not know if these are complete, but what I will say is they are in extremely good condition.
We'll get this one for Ken. Can have his suit on.
Some may have a little denting, some may have a few tears. What we'll try to do is get as many pictures as possible for you. But there's a whole collection of outfits for each of them in the box. And then this box also has, and I'm not sure who this is. This is a separate paper doll, but we'll include her.
And it looks like it's a newer version.
This is 1964 Mattel, and don't know if she may be Barbie or she may be,
I think she's another Barbie, but
so she may be another Barbie. So she was probably from another book or another box set. And she has, again, her own set of outfits. So these will also be going up on the eBay site. Remember that we have links to the eBay store and to my Etsy vintage shop below in the descriptions under each video. And we will, when we post the video, we will tell you what day the auctions will go live. So you will know, to look for them and know when they will be available to begin bidding on. So I hope you've enjoyed these. I personally, even though I grew up in the late 60s, early 70s, never saw any of these before in my life. We were not a Barbie doll family, and we definitely did not have any of these special dolls. So these are a real treat. These are collector finds. Many, like we said, in the best condition that you're going to find them, which is why we're doing them in an auction style rather than a buy it now.
Yeah, there just really aren't, we didn't find really good comps out there, and we're trying to, sell these at their best value for you, and so we do try to look up the comps on everything that we're selling beforehand, and if we can't find it, it makes it more sense to put it up as an auction.
Yeah, there are lots of these dolls out on eBay. Most of them are out of the boxes, most of them are not complete. So for what we're going to show you in this video and the next two videos, we have dolls that are complete in the original boxes, and some are in extremely mint condition. So we just want to make sure that you're aware of that condition for these. I know there's more Barbie stuff. I know there's more vintage Barbie stuff in that thing. We're literally just pulling out boxes, opening them up, and showing you what we find. So we hope you've enjoyed this. We will be shooting another video, another two videos with these vintage Barbies, and then we'll see what comes on down the line. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Everything that everyone on YouTube tells you to do.
And share with your friends, collectors that you know.
Collectors that you don't know.
Yeah, if you have a way to get the word out to other people who are looking for stuff, please share it around. Any questions, comments, please let us know. We do check them. I get the notifications in my email when something is, when somebody comments, and I do try to get back to people as soon as possible. So if you do have any comments you want to add, or any questions or concerns about what we're doing, please let us know.
Or if you have a correction, because we have some doll knowledge. We are not experts on any of these dolls. So if there's something that we say in a video and you say, nope, that's wrong, we are not going to be upset if you let us know.
Yeah,
and we will make sure that comment, is in there, and if we need to in a future video, we'll correct it if necessary.
Yeah, and for these, we have a Barbie collector guide that we've kind of gone through to kind of get more information about. That's why we have the cards on this one, because there isn't a lot of information, just generic, but there are Barbie collector societies that have been out there forever that have been tabulating this and keeping track of it, and so we're trying to find those resources and use them when we come across the dolls we don't know enough about.
Yeah. So yeah, we wanted to make sure we had the names right, the dates right. We double checked. If I tell you something is mint in the box and has all its bits, I have double checked that with what we can find in the reference books and online to make sure that the dolls aren't missing something. And if they are, we let you know.
All right. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.